Hey guys, how's it going? Stonehenge 2 here with the Alliance Celestial Avengers. Today we have war number 12 of season 56. My team is going to be Gentle, Hood, and who was my third? Let me see here. Once I finish popping on these boosts, I'll be able to take a peek at it. And Mole Man. So first up here in section 1, I'm going to be on path 8. I'm going to be taking this Nick Fury. And we're facing off against Chaos today. So a good little rematch from last season. And Hood is great for this node since he can stagger the Furies. And then if he doesn't stagger the Furies, he can turn them or nullify them with the special 2 or fate seal them. Same type of thing. I just need to watch out that I am able to... I don't know why I was able to miss that when he had 7 charges, to be honest. But I need to keep an eye on his tactical charges, pretty much. That way, I don't accidentally get hit in the face. I should have ended with the light, that way I didn't power steal him. And then there I did power steal him. So I need to throw this special 3. Actually, I might just finish it out with basics. Looks like that might be the case here. I almost took him down. Here I should be able to finish him off with that combo. Yeah, so I didn't mean to go to a special 3, so I didn't really want to throw it and just finish it off with basics. Next up, I have this Gorr on the stun immune energized node, and I could have turned Mystic Dispersion down to 2 or 1 even, just so I was able to just so I wouldn't go red from nullifying the buffs, but honestly, it isn't worth it because he has so many buffs that there's still a chance that you're going to go red from it. So there, I was really trying to get him to throw his special 2 before he got his buffs back, but unfortunately he didn't. I don't know why I'm holding my special 3, but I am for some reason. I guess I just didn't want to push him red. Or not red, to a special 2 with all the energized buffs. So this node can get very tricky since you have to knock them down to nullify, or be able to nullify. And then it comes back up after 20 seconds. You have to keep an eye on basically everything here. So there I was able to get the punish. Here I want to throw my special 2. I could have thrown it into block, but I didn't for some reason. He gets his special 2 here, which isn't a big deal as long as he's fate sealed because it's not going to place debuffs through my block. And then they're just unable to take him down. I'm going to combo after this, and that does get him. So, I was hoping that detonation would finish him off. It didn't, but it didn't quite get out of control after that, so it was fine. Moving on to section 2, I'm going to be taking path 3, I believe. Yes, path 3 here. I don't have the Venoms or the synergy for Hood, but that node previous with that Gorr was able to stack my bullets up pretty good because Gorr has so many buffs that you can nullify. It gives you lots of bullets. Here I thought I was going to get disconnected. I hit fight and it was loading, it was loading, it was loading, it was loading, it was loading. So I flick off of it, turn it back or open it back up. It's loading and it does finally load. So I do have 42 bullets though. And Hood is great for this aggression or stun node. What the heck is it called? I can't remember for sure what it's called because as long as you have the invisibility active, you're stun immune. So I just need to make sure that I keep it active while I'm waiting for the stun timer to go. So there, I probably shouldn't have thrown that special 2. It took off a decent amount of my bullets, but I'm still at 31. I still have a few Hood fights left, but 31 bullets should be fine to get me through them. And then after the fight as well, it took forever to load. So I reset my phone really quick and then came back and hopped in this Zemo fight. I'm going to be taking this with Hood as well. When I have the special 2 up, he will have 65% reduced ability accuracy. So the, what's it called, node? Repeat the same hit twice and you can get a debuff on you. That node will maybe get turned off while I have Fate Seal up. But meanwhile, I do trigger a couple of disintegrations on me there. Unfortunately, I did not get a power steal, which, that's fine. I dropped my special 2 here. I'm going to get a couple of bullets back from that. I do have the bullet synergy, actually. I have Mole Man. I don't know why I didn't think I had the bullet synergy. I'm good for all my fights. That, he melted, pretty much. About all there was to that one. It was pretty simple fight. Zemo isn't too big of an issue on this map. So next up, I'm going to be... I kept on trying to click over there and kept fat fingering the icon button. But here I'm going to be taking that Cersei. I don't know why I'm looking ahead. Oh, I was trying to figure out how many Power Start 1s I'm going to need to buy, because I'm out of Power Start 1s. So, I left that little bit in there, just to show how expensive Master's War is. But, yeah, so here I didn't heal. That was probably an accident, if I had to guess. I don't want to trigger her... Oh, I threw my special 1 into block. That's what happened. I didn't want to trigger the glancing and stuff before I got my special. But, unfortunately, I threw my special into block and then she threw a heavy attack into air. So now, I'm waiting for that to fall off. She throws a special 1. I get hit by the special 1. It stuns. And I managed to get the special 2 off, but it glances because she had her glancing buff. Here, I drop another special 2 and finally get her Fate Sealed, but it pushed me red. So now I need to back her up, and she's not throwing it. Now the Fate Seal has fallen off, so now she throws it. I'm going to throw my special 3 here to get up out of the corner, because I don't like unblockable Cersei in the corner. I don't like fighting unblockable anyone in the corner, if I'm being honest. So it does alright damage. It's probably going to push her up. Yeah, she gains another special 2. I got hit by the special 2. Luckily, it doesn't just kill me, because that would have been pretty tragic. And then I'm able to get my special 2 off here, and now that one didn't push me to special 3, I should have this fight controlled from here. Probably drop one more special 2, if she'll come at me. Actually, looks like I'm just going to detonate. So yeah, that fight got kind of scary. I thought I was going to die, but ended up salvaging it a little bit. Next up, moving to the second island, I'm going to be taking this Null on node 42. I'm going to be using Mole Man for this. I did this exact same fight last war, and it was scary. I let it get a little bit out of control. So here I'm going to throw on my power back boosts, my skill boosts, and my suicides, and going to go into this fight. And I just need to be careful for the unblockable at the start, which I was able to get out of the way of. And now from here on, the fight should be pretty controlled as long as I can keep my monster mass charges. If they fall off, then I'm no longer going to be able to block unblockable, and it could get scary. But here, trying to bait another special 2. He doesn't quite want to throw it. And now I'm worried about my monster mass charges. And they're getting really low. He finally throws it. I'm able to keep the spacing right to get my heavy counter there. He throws a special 1, which I did not want. But here, I'm going to get my unblockable. Or unstoppable. Never mind, I'm not going to have my unstoppable. But the special 2 does do enough damage to kill him. It got sketchy there again. Mole mass almost fell off because of... Or monster mass almost fell off because of the passiveness of that Null. But here, taking suicides back off again, I'm going to be throwing on my mystic boosts, hopefully. As long as I don't forget. I hope I don't forget. Looks like I did not forget. and I'm going to be taking this Maestro on 44, and I'm going to be using Hood for this. Like I said earlier, when Fate Seal is active, it reduces ability accuracy by 65%. So the hazard shift, it's not a flat 65%, so the hazard shift still has a chance of applying, but just not a very high chance. I want a heavy counter there to put his charges on pause, and then just medium for power steals to get to special 2. So now that I got Fate Seal active, I just need to keep it paused or keep it refreshed and keep knocking Maestro down frequently to make sure that he doesn't get to 25 or 40 of his charges, because once the passive glancing comes on, the fight can get a little bit scary. But here, he's dancing around, he's not throwing it, so I throw another special 2, get Fate Seal active, and hopefully he'll throw something. But he waits until my Fate Seal falls off again. I'm going to heavy counter there to pause his charges at 37. So just before he goes to his 40 charges. He's going to get his 40 charges here, and I'm just about at another special 2, which I should be able to drop, and he goes down. So yeah, he was very stingy there, and it got to the point where it could have gotten out of control, but luckily he was low enough by that point that it didn't matter. So here I'm going to heal up Hood again and use the last of my potions from that potion bundle, which just came out like a week ago. Or I guess a week prior to this. Season's been over for a week at this point. But here I'm going to activate invisibility at the start and then get my power steals and hopefully staggers up. So there, got a nullify, throw a special 2, I'm back at another special 2, and wouldn't you look at it, I'm back at another special 2, almost special 3, so throw it, back at another special 2, oh, not quite actually, looks like I need to land a couple of hits to be back at a decent amount of power. I get double power steals, so back at another special 2. That one pushes me to special 3, so I figure that's plenty, and he goes down. So that fight was 32 seconds. Hood managed that pretty well. And then next up, I'm taking this rank 4 Killmonger on 49. And I'm going to be using Gentle for this. I'm going to be turning full suicides back on. And Gentle's really good for 49. If you finish a combo in a light attack, it'll consume a monster mass to place a, I believe, 10-second what the heck is it called? Rupture debuff. That's the one. There, I got smacked right at the start. That was not the best play, but I'll be passively gaining power, so I can just hold back a little bit, wait for that reflective armor to go down, reverb, whatever. And he's being really passive again, but I do end up activating another rupture there. I got smacked in the face just a little bit. I'm going to throw my special 1. The contact hit into indestructible, which is good because he had reverb up. And now it's just a matter of building to max monster muscle mass and keeping it. So he had low power there, so punishing the special was fine. And I'm going to throw my special 2 here. Get a good amount of power back. I'll be able to tap him a few more times. I wanted to back off and let the reverb come back before. That way he has low power when I activate it and the reverb damage isn't actually that much. I get hit by lots of hits in this fight. Just lots of hits all around. There I should have probably just comboed and thrown my special 2, but I decided to wait a little bit and push him over a special 2. That way I didn't throw it when he had reverb active. So here, I activated reverb when he had 2 bars of power, so I'm just going to back off. Hitting him is going to reflect a lot of damage. And then I miss my special intercept and throw my special into his reverb indestructible right after that. So 2 big dumb things right in a row. And then here, the reverb damage wasn't too much. I wasn't too worried about it. And as long as I can get this special 2 and throw it with the reverb on cooldown, should take him down. And did manage it. Just barely. I got smacked up pretty hard, but I did manage to take him down. So going to be using some more health potions. Another expensive war, but this is the final one of the season, so I can finally start restocking again in off-season. Same with my boosts. And it's just going to be a bullseye boss. There's nothing to this fight. Just smack and don't get smacked. You can even get smacked, I think. It doesn't really matter. I did throw a Power Start 1 on for this fight. I do really like a Power Start 1 for this fight. But, yeah, so I'm going to let this fight play out. We did end up finishing in top 10 of Masters. I think we were 6th or 7th overall. So, overall, it was a really rough season for us, but it seems like most alliances had a rough season, so it turned out all right. And, yeah, so that was our season. I had one of the worst seasons I've had in Masters War. I went to 102-6, which is not very great. I doubled on one fight, at least one fight. I just had a really rough season all around, but hopefully I'll be back at it again next season and not get slapped quite as much, probably not take quite as many fights, and have a really great group of guys to play with. As for rewards, I did open up a Titan. That was pretty much the only thing I could open. And actually, maybe it was just a 7-star basic. There was nothing of any value in the rewards that I opened. I did get enough tier 3 alpha from the rewards, or tier 7 basic, to be able to rank for another champion. And so I brought Enchantress up, since the Enchantress that was in RBG is no longer here. So I had to bring up my Enchantress so we can have her for defense next season as well. So overall, not too upset. I wasn't super stoked about bringing up Enchantress, but I'm the officer here who decides the rank ups, and I decided that it was going to need to be me taking up Enchantress. So it is what it is. I should have another rank 4 after 9.2. Then I might be able to do someone fun. We'll see. I'll probably make a video of it if I get to do someone real fun. But other than that, that was it for this war. We did end up winning. Chaos had a rough war. I don't think they had any reason to push this war. They were locked top 20 already. So we did die a decent amount, but they died a bit more. So that was it for this one. I do really appreciate you guys stopping by and checking the channel out this season. It was a fun season with new nodes, and it was a tragic season at the same time. So I do appreciate every one of you guys stopping by. I appreciate everyone in the Alliance for the work they did, and I will catch you in the next one. Thanks, guys. Bye.